Hello. Hello. How's it going? Welcome to bread. Welcome to bread today. How is everyone? We're gonna bread today. I hope you're ready for bread. It's a lovely Tuesday. Why would I hurt you? No, I'm fixing chat. I'm fixing chat. I'm fixing chat. Nobody say it. Hey. Good evening. This will feed the sourdough starter. Yes, this is exactly what your sourdough starter needs. Hello, whole wheatle, and that's me. Hello. Got some pretzels, which is close enough to bread. True. The gluten intolerant need not apply. Sorry. Anyway, hello. I'm doing alright today. More model work. more model work happening. It's going great. I think I'll have the art done before the end of the week. That's where I'm at. Rendering's really fast, actually. I'm amazed. Bro, just tolerate the gluten. What's going on? Just it's like you're not even trying. I bet if you tried harder, you could just tolerate the gluten. For shame. For shame. How are you guys? This is the Wikipedia page for bread. We're gonna see what we find. I already found something really fun. Dangerous. But we'll get there. No replace for that kind of bigotry. That's right. That's right. We have tolerance for all, including gluten. Yeah. I would tell you what else I've been up to, but that's it. Actually, yes, speaking of grains, I forgot to tell you guys about my quinoa adventure. I cooked quinoa yesterday with my stir fry. First time I ever had it. I don't think I'll be making it again. It tastes fine. Eating it is fine, but rinsing and preparing it was hellish. Trying to rinse quinoa without just half of it being lost to the sink was horrible. I don't want to do it again. I never want to do it again. And also, I don't know, it's just kind of... by the time I'm eating it, it's just kind of sad. It just makes me sad that it's not rice. Because, you know, rice is just so good. You know how rice is just really good? Quinoa is really... nothing. It brings a whole lot of nothing to the table. So we'll be enslaving yeast to make bread. Not actively, but we'll talk about it. Maybe. Hello, I need to eat less of this. Fair enough. A fine mesh sieve. That would have to be really, really fine mesh. Quinoa is really, really tiny. Wikipedia page for focaccia after this. We could see about that. Maybe this one will link us there. Who knows? We can see. Bread is so good. I love it too. I'm excited to eat like real good bread from my bread machine soon. Yeah, I don't have anything fine enough to rinse quinoa, so I'm just never gonna do that again. Oh, we build the food pyramids now? Well, apparently we can't build a food pyramid without a lot of meat these days, and I had no plan on including that, so we were doomed anyway if it was the food pyramid, honestly. We were doomed anyway. Let's see about bread. Alright. It's got water, flour, and maybe yeast. We know what we need to know about bread now. Communist bread, Japanese bread, propaganda. Best bread I've ever had in my entire carb-filled life. I've never had it. That's like they call it like milk bread, right? I've never had it before, but it's supposed to be really fluffy, isn't it? Baking with quinoa. What? I don't know. Work in a cafe where we made all our stuff from scratch. Never had more of a workout than kneading dough. That'll do it. That'll do it. How small the smallest possible breadcrumb can be. I guess at what you have to decide at what point it's still a breadcrumb and at what point you've divided it too far into just like molecular stuff. I don't know. Good stream, learned all we needed. Yep. Let's see. Important part of many cultures' diets. Yes. One of the oldest human-made foods. It's been significant since the dawn of agriculture, and a central role in religious rituals and a secular culture. Excellent. Hello, what's bacon? It's bread. I wish I had the forearms of a baseball star. I bet I'd be doing great. Kneading dough kind of hurts my wrist. In my experience kneading pizza dough, it kind of hurts my wrist. But you know what will do that for me now? My bread machine. Explosive taste. If your bread tastes explosive, you've done something wrong. Let's see. It may be leavened by naturally occurring microbes, like in sourdough, or chemicals, like baking soda. Industrially produced yeast or high-pressure aeration, which creates the gas bubbles that fluff up bread. High-pressure aeration? I've never heard of that before. They don't link to anything. Bread could also be unleavened. Sad flatbread. Not sad, I'm lying. Mass-produced bread often contains additives. Oh boy! Substitute flour with black pepper. You know, I've never understood how like baking soda works. I don't know if this is the time, but we're injecting air into my bread so it smells like a balloon. That's so weird. That's such a weird thing to do. When you could just have yeast do it for you. Okay, I was making sure you guys see this pop up. It converts fermentable sugars in the dough into carbon dioxide and ethanol. Thanks, baker's yeast. Holy moly, is this bread? It is! Welcome in. Made by a guy for his wife because she was allergic to yeast. Baking soda? Hold on. History of baking soda. No. In 1919, U.S. Senator Lee Overman declared that bicarbonate of soda could cure the Spanish flu. He interrupted a debate to announce the discovery of a cure. What? They say that common baking soda will cure the disease. What? Okay, dude. Yeah, that must have been something else. That seems to not be this. But we've cleared it up. Now you know. I call baking soda always confused me as a child. It's very much not soda. Same. I still don't know why it's called soda. Hello, bread one. Does yeast the bread or does bread just once? What? Yes. Yes. All right. The word bread comes from Old Norse and several other Germanic languages came into English around 1200. That's neat. Oh my god, look at this woman baking bread from 2200 BC. That rules. That's great. 30,000 years ago, in Europe and Australia, there's evidence of bread making. They used starch extract from the roots of plants like cattails and ferns, spread on a flat rock, placed over fire, and cooked into a primitive form of flatbread. Wow. It's baking powder, not soda. Oh, I see. It's called soda because it is a soda compound that releases CO2 when put together with an acid. That didn't help. I don't know what a soda compound is. Baking soda is called that because what you make with it is so delicious. Oh. I don't know. Did I? No, I only used baking powder. I was gonna say I put that in those muffins. They didn't turn out so delicious. How you doing today? I'm doing pretty good. I hope you're doing well. We need fewer baking ingredients that are just baking blank. We do, yeah. It's called soda because it releases CO2. Definition works for baking soda and drinking soda. Oh! Why is... That's weird. Huh. The soda... What? Huh? What? Something releases CO2 when exposed to acid. The soda because it's carbonated. Oh! Alright, well I've learned that now. Let's see. Oldest evidence of bread making found in a 14,500-year-old Natufian site in Jordan's northeastern desert. Sorry, what's that? Ah! There. Got it. Hello, is this Levendel Rhetorical? Yes. Yes. Bread making hand cam? No! I do not want flour on my desk. Around 10,000 BC, at the dawn of the Neolithic Age and the spread of agriculture, grains became the mainstay of making bread. Yeast spores are ubiquitous, landing on the surface of cereal grains, so any dough left to rest leavens naturally. True. Do you think... What do you think you get if you just like... No yeast. No like regular yeast. You just try that. Like what kind of bread would you get? I wonder how different it would be, you know, because like I'm so used to baking yeast and like the lovely yeasty smell of it. Like I wonder how the bread would turn out. It wouldn't be. They're telling me it's not flat. They're telling me it wouldn't be a flatbread. Really hard to get the same ingredients used 5,000 years ago. That's, you know, how about a hand-making bread cam? Maybe. Howdy, is this Avalon B. Litlark who's just an absolute riot? Ah, we are learning the secret arts of bread a little bit, maybe. You get non-rising breads, but are we not reading the page? It says the bread will rise. It says the yeast is everywhere. Some places that make beer that way, only some areas get good results from the airborne microorganisms though. Nowadays, if you have a suitable atmosphere indoors, your house is probably falling apart. I see, it's too clean for there to be enough yeast. What if I leave it outside? Then I'll just have dough full of flies. Alright, so I can't try that out. It won't work. Early leavened bread was baked as early as 6000 BC in southern Mesopotamia. And they may have passed that knowledge to the Egyptians around 3000 BC. And then the Egyptians are the ones who started adding yeast on purpose. There's more than yeast in the air, also bacteria are more likely to get a natural sourdough. I like sourdough. Sourdough is great. There's a form of bread that's just wheat flour, water, and a bit of salt. Yeah, I've more or less attempted to make kind of. It was we don't want to worry about it. It's fine. History doesn't tell us of the thousands of poisonous yeast cousins that infested the bread before humans looked out. Bad bacteria can infect and kill the yeast. Oh. Dang. Alright. They had multiple sources of leavening for the early bread. They got the airborne yeast, which we've established you can probably not still get away with. Sourdough is good for you, true. Pliny, good old Pliny, reported using foam skimmed from beer called barm. Lighter kind of bread than other people's, such as barm cake. The foam or skim formed at the top of a fermenting liquid such as beer, wine, or feedstock is called barm. Wow. Hold on, there we go. Oh, what is that? What am I looking at? What is that? Melted butter and black pudding. Oh! That's horrible. The bread seems fine though. Oh god. Oh, barm booth. Of course it's English. No joy is sparked. No joy is sparked. You would think with a name like a barm cake it'd be pretty sweet. Alas. But alas. Oh man. Any parts of the ancient world that had wine instead of beer used a paste made of grape juice and flour that was allowed to begin fermenting, or wheat bran steeped in wine as a source for yeast. The most common source of leavening was to retain a piece of dough from the previous day, use it as a form of sourdough starter, as Pliny also reported. Sourdough goes way back. The ye old sourdough starter has been around for longer than you'd think. Ancient Egyptians, Greeks, and Romans all considered the degree of refinement in the bakery arts as a sign of civilization. According to what? Flour and breads and their fortification in health and disease prevention. What? That's a weird source. A weird source for that to come from. But okay. The Chorleywood bread process was developed in 1961. What does that have? Why is that here? Is that... Okay, this is the whole section on the history of bread. Does this matter? Out of all the things... Oh, this is how we got horrible bread. Oh, this is the thing that made bread bad. This is why we have the bread that we have now that's bad. Okay, that is pretty important. But what a jump, though. From, like, literally ancient times to 1961. There was nothing... I mean, there is a whole article on the history of bread, but, like, for an overview, We jump from ancient times to 1961. Nothing else important happened in the history of bread in all that time. Okay. Intense mechanical working of dough to dramatically reduce the fermentation period and the time taken to produce a loaf. Process whose high energy mixing allows for the use of grain with a lower protein content, now widely used around the world in large factories. As a result, bread can be produced very quickly and at low cost to manufacture and the consumer. However, there's been some criticism of the effect on nutritional value. Plenty left those bits out. That's not how Wikipedia works, but okay. Timeline of bread is ancient times, nothing happened, 1961. Yeah, yeah. Wiki loves Earth! Oh, that's cute. Of course, I mean, they always keep asking for donations. They have to continue to be funded. 80% of bread made in the UK use this process. They add vitamin C, fat, yeast, and intense mechanical working by high-speed mixers. Not feasible in a small-scale kitchen. Huh. Huh. Hello, this is the bread bandit Bam. No, I never steal no bread. No. At least you can still get whole grain bread around these parts. It can be hard to get from some people. I mean, where I am, we have a lot of what is called whole grain bread, you know. Whether it actually is or not is a different question, but there's a lot of things that claim to be whole wheat bread. Bread Matters, the state of modern bread and a definitive guide to baking your own. That sounds fun. Huh. Breads fermented by the traditional long fermentation in sourdough were less likely to lead to IBS symptoms compared to bread made with using the Chorleywood bread making process. Wow! Oh, book not on the label what really goes into the food on your plate. Oh, that's from 2004. I bet it's gotten so much worse since then. That sounds like a fun book, though. Respect how seriously the French take their bread. True, true. I leave some bread by the window so will Bam come and take it during the night. Yeah. No. Alright, well now you know now you know a little bit more about how your standard grocery store thing calling itself bread is made. Forms of rye bread used to cause a condition known as ergotism, where you hallucinate like crazy. Oh, great. Nice. I want to try rye. I feel like that had nothing to do with the rye, though. I'm gonna try making some proper French bread, but it seemed like a real but sounds like a UK focusing from the article. Well, it does, but also I don't think it is. I imagine this is the same. Well, okay, here's what we could search to find out. If we search like Wonder Bread. Hold on. Can they tell us how the bread is made? Is it the same? I bet it's the same thing. With the fungus, yeah. More relevant if I say right. I see. Does it not say? Oh. Interesting, interesting Wikipedia article here. Sandwich bread? Here we go. History. Include some fat derived from the use of milk or oil to enrich bread. This doesn't say. I bet it's the same though. It's gotta be. I bet it's gotta be the same process, but they're just hiding it. The US companies just don't want you to know. Oh, that's going pretty good. Toaster wasn't plugged in, waited 10 minutes for cold garlic bread. No! I'm so sorry. Yeah, it doesn't say. Japanese milk bread. Hey, we were on about that earlier. Bread is not traditional. Responsible for post-World War II rice shortages. Japanese milk bread. I like that. I've watched 1950s baker. Tip's baker hat. Hey, it's toots. It's toots. Buy yourself a loaf. Wait, some sourdough. Back when bread was bread. Will do. That might be enough to buy something resembling real bread. Oh man, focaccia's so good. I think I've baked it like twice ever. So good. Atelier bread fan, is that you? Anyway, I was saying I've a favorite genre of video for me is a small Japanese bakery, and sometimes they make milk bread, and they have the pans are fun because it has like a lid that slides in and out on it. It's fun. Mama's baked bread a few times. Never knew bread was so picky about temperature. Bread is so picky about a lot of things. There's a lot of like really particular timing and temperaturing that goes into it. Oh, what? Oh. Oh. Increase. Oh, I've never heard of that. A kind of water roux. Is that like... appeasement of the bread gods? Yeah. Making these more towards science and art. People always say that, and I've never understood it, really. It's a gel which stabilizes the wheat starches in the bread. How do you pronounce this? Cause like... Oh, okay, so it would be yudane. Okay, yudane. It's flour mixed with equal weight of boiling water poured over it. Then holds moisture, so when it's added to a bread mix, the dough bakes with a soft, fluffy texture, and the bread keeps for longer. Ah! That's cool. I wonder why that's not... Like, I've never heard of this before. I wonder why that's not, like, more well-known. That seems useful. Because it's, like, not really... It's not, like, an additive, you know? It's just flour and water. All cooking is both science and art, true. There's this book I've wanted for a long time that's about, like, cooking history and science and stuff, and I've never managed to get my hands on it. Yeah, the milk bread does look pretty good. I wouldn't know what to do with it other than just eat it, but I don't do that. So. Whenever big bread is picky, Can watch a guy camping, cook some bread and some tinfoil directly on the fire. Comes out perfect. Fan book list. Well, I think I have priorities ahead of that for now, but great and powerful man. Please turn down the sun's temp a little bit. It's really hot over here. I'm sorry. That is not within the realm of my powers. Unfortunately. Scalding flour, especially rye, for baking is a technique used for centuries and is traditional in China to make steamed buns. Technique was used to develop Japanese milk bread in the 20th century. Oh, milk bread's a really new thing too. I guess that's not surprising. I guess that's not so surprising. Croutons can get very quirky, true. Huh. Well, that's neat. That sounds fun. I wonder if you can... I don't want to update. I wonder if you can incorporate that into using the bread machine. You done it. Huh. Toasted are used for sandwiches. Fruit sandwiches are common use. I feel like that is the most common use I've seen, is those sandwiches with like the cream and the strawberries, or like the... it is just like whipped cream or something, right? You know what I mean. The fruit sandwiches. I feel like milk bread was made for nutrition originally. It says that they were initially made it when there were rice shortages after World War II, in place of rice. So, It's considered the standard bread of Japan. There's all those prepackaged sandwiches and the filling stops 1 inch from the front part on display. Yep. Because they just like fill it and then enough to that like they can slice it in half and you get like the good view of the slice. I've never had one of those. I've never had one. I've only seen them sold in person once, and I did not buy one. Maybe if I run across them again, but I don't know. It seems like it wouldn't be that good. I guess the bread would have to be really good, but I don't know. Anyway, we're back to the regular bread page. We made it back. List of breads. Okay, I wanna see the list of breads. We gotta witness. How many? Oh, that's a long page. Can make rice bread? Oh. Alright, here's every kind of bread. It's a fruit and cream delivery system. It has to be good. I guess, but like I maybe I'm just not that excited about cream. 7-Eleven was supposed to get Japanese products at some point. I haven't heard anything about that in over a year. I'm so mad. It's not surprising though. American 7-Eleven and Japanese 7-Eleven are like not equivalent. You like breads, huh? Name all the breads. Never made potato bread. A roommate used to buy like sliced potato bread and it always smelled really weird. I don't know if I've ever actually eaten potato bread and I don't think I want to. How many breads have you eaten in your life? They bust out the Wikipedia page. Man, look at all of these. That one was a stamp. Love potato bread. What's so good about it? Oh, I saw pretzel. Oh my god, this is so... Look at how many breads there are. I love the variation in the quality of these pictures. That looks like dried fish. Anyway. Great as a sandwich bread. Oh no, I have eaten it. One time roommate had extra. I made a grilled cheese sandwich with the potato bread roommate bought and I did not care for it. The texture was wrong. As old as you are. What? No, I have eaten it and the texture was like bad. It was not good bread. And like maybe that was just the one that roommate bought, but sure, on time today, come to say the obligatory bread croissant. Thanks for the attention. Have a nice stream. Have a good one. Japanese 7-Eleven bought the whole company, so there's no excuse. Oh, I didn't know that. Wow. I mean, now they're just depriving us on purpose. Why was rye bread not classified as rye type bread? Hold on. Let's find out. Was it like yeast bread? Was it leavened? Is rye even a classification? Yeah, leavened. That makes sense. Literally toasted too like regular bread. Come on, think, Grandma. What do you? I don't know. I made a grilled cheese with it once and it wasn't very good. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. That's my experience with potato bread. It was before the rye entry. Huh? What? Upper entries have type rye. Oh! Okay. Oh, I see. I see. Yeah, wait. That doesn't... That doesn't... Also... That's a bread. That's a bread. This looks yummy. Kistibi? Roasted flatbread with various fillings inside. It's like a calzone. What's my favorite type of bread? I don't know. Sourdough. Pumpkin bread! I used to bake pumpkin bread, really. This is a cake. I know it's called a bread. Maybe quick bread. Is quick bread the thing for the, like, cake that we call bread? I didn't know this had a name. Hold on. Spring chicken? You can't call me spring chicken and then call me bamboomer. What? Like baked potato with cheese melted on it. You could call it an unconstructed potato bread grilled cheese. Was it redundant and classified as rye and used another descriptor? I guess so. Yeah. Yeah, banana bread and pumpkin bread, that kind of thing, is all very, very cake. Muffins. Okay, quick breads includes many cakes, brownies, and cookies, as well as banana bread, pumpkin bread, etc. Biscuits. Muffins, pancakes, scones, soda bread. My mom made a soda bread once, which was like literally made with like 7-Up. And it was really good. She thought that it came out horrible. It was like biscuits. She made these biscuits with 7-Up, and they were delicious, and she thought they were terrible. I miss them. Keep the Benjamin Button simultaneously spring chicken and pepper. You don't have to be old for your hair to be gray. My dad's hair started turning gray before he was 20. Baking soda now, we use 7-Up. Yeah, it was really good. Watching the shork wears Prada too. I don't wear Prada, but okay. Alright, Vita loves bread. Got it. Cool. Rosewater syrup is also full of random herbs. Oh, the more you know. But anyway, quick bread is any bread leavened with a chemical leavening agent rather than a biological one like yeast or sourdough starter. The term is North America-centric, not universally used in other English-speaking countries. The advantage of quick breads is their ability to be prepared quickly and reliably without requiring the time-consuming skilled labor and the climate control needed for traditional yeast breads. And it results in a thing we call bread that's really a cake. Really seems like more of a cake, but I did not know that it had a name. Now I know that's a quick bread. Umerness runs in the family! I guess so. So pancakes? Yeah, pancakes are included. There's a bread called limpa on the bread list. Funny. That's just our word for loaf. Oh! Apparently a borrowed word for specifically what we call... I don't know how to try to pronounce that. But I see. Oh wow, this is in depth. Does pie crust count? Oh. This seems like too far-ranging of a term. If it goes all the way from pie crust to pancakes, cornbread, muffins, this covers too many things. Brownies, yeah. Non-bread baked goods. Yeah, it does seem to mean that. That seems wrong. There's a reason I didn't know this word. It's because it's not a very useful word, it turns out. List of baked goods? It's shorter than the bread list. I guess this branches off into a lot of other ones, huh? Oh god. Wow, look at all this. Whoa. No, okay, this is too far off track. Too far off track. Let's go back to bread. Sprouted bread. People are really into sprouted grains these days. I don't know what the deal is with them. But everybody really likes them. I think it's supposed to make the nutrients more bioavailable. How's banana bread and cake? They're vastly different from each other. I mean, it's more of a cake than a bread, isn't it? Got more nutrients. I mean, inherently it can't have more nutrients, right? Because it's just got like the same... It's the same seed, right? Like there's nothing has been added to the grain. Like all of the nutrients that were in the seed will continue to be in the sprouted version of it. As in the grains or plants. Yeah, so you know, if you like microgreens and that kind of thing, you know, when you just like soak seeds to sprout them and then eat them, water has been added to sprout. Okay, well there's no nutrients in water. There's no nutrients in water, but I think the idea is that it makes the nutrients that are in the grain more bioavailable than they would be if they were unsprouted in the traditional usage manner. I think it's a Buddhist thing. Unscreen sprouts it can ascend a level in Dharma if it never gets to sprout, it's back to square one. I don't think that's it! What is that? Whoa! Look at its scary holes. Cool. Good to know. Yeah, it's a fun one. But I imagine, I don't know, sprouted bread must be like really expensive because it's like a fancy health food thingy, and also that adds so much more to the process of making the wheat or the flour. Sorry. So better digest. Yeah. Looks like peanut texture. It does look like peanut texture. I only drink water out of the creek. All that green gives me nutrients. Oh no. Anyway, it's a staple food in many places. Except the places where it's rice instead. Wheat flour can also be made from the flour of other wheat species. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Spelt? Also known as what? Also known as what? Where does that name come from? If you sprout it yourself, it costs barely anything more. Sprouting is easy too. You telling me you want me to buy whole wheat grains, sprout them, and then grind them into flour myself? What? Tinkleberg. Yeah, okay, I'll get right on it. It's so simple, it's so easy. What's a relict crop? More widespread or more diverse in the past. So like everything? So literally everything. Okay. The biggest raw water influencers I've seen. That's a thing. Looked and spoke exactly like you'd expect, and he measured time in lunar cycles. Oh. I didn't know that was a thing. Gosh, a bit of commitment and youngsters these days lose it. Just getting lazy, understandable for old people like me. What is happening today? A burr grinder, a mortar, and get mill wheels. Oh, you gotta get them. You gotta. Gotta get the whole windmill going. Anyway, I've never heard of dinkleweed. I've heard of spelt. I've never like seen it used though. Oh. I don't. That's no. I'm good. There's also emmer. Hybrid species of wheat. One of the first crops domesticated in the Near East. There's einkorn. And kamut. Oriental wheat. Khorasan wheat. Tetraploid wheat. Twice the size of modern-day wheat and has a rich, nutty flavor. Ooh, never heard of it though. You practice water turned green within 1 lunar cycle, which meant it was alive and therefore good for you, unlike dead water. Okay. Lazy, much like an old person, or like a young person, perhaps like a middle-aged person. Yeah, I'm the laziest. Oh man. Actually running a mill wheel. Foragers to make bread from nuts like acorns. You know, in Kalevala they talk about how like when people are too poor to have real good bread made with actual wheat, they make bread out of pine bark. And that's like the worst fate ever, is to have to eat the horrible pine bark bread. Keeping the knowledge of dinkle wheat in the forefront of my mind for the next few years, as you should, as you should. Different kinds of wheat, like tetraploid, diploid, etc. It's very cool. Is that like the structure of the like stalk here? Hold on. Let's go from this page. Let's try to find it. Oh no, is this a cellular thing? What's happening? Basically any grass seed will do. The actual concept of wheat is a bit blurry. I guess so, yeah. Pine bark would be perfect for you. Nice slow digestion. It's a chromosomalism. Oh. I thought this would be like a plant structure thing. Dang. Allohexaploid. Polyploidy. Oh my god. Chromosomes derived from 2 or more diverged taxa. I'm okay. Structures change a lot due to selecting varietals suitable to different farming needs. Oh, is that what it? I see. Anyway, non-wheat cereals include rye, barley, good old corn, oats, sorghum. I don't know much about sorghum. Whoa, look at it though. Kind of cool looking. Millet and rice. Hold on. We gotta look at sorghum. That's a lot of names. Let's call it broomcorn. Originated and was domesticated in Sudan. Native to Africa and the Indian subcontinent. World's 5th most important cereal crop. Wow. Neat. Oh yeah, wait. No, millet? Wait, this is a kind of millet, but millet's a different thing, right? Yeah. Yeah, this is distinct from millet. It's Indian millet. This is different millet. Regular millet. Lewis children protect your war. Oh, whoa, look at that fuzzy dude. Yeah, it is just grass. Huh. Activity in short growing season under hot, dry conditions. Oh my god, the millet page is a lot. Huh. Look at it. I need more pictures of... There we go. Oh. Oh, that looks like bugs. Oh, it looks like bugs. Why does it look like that? Huh. Kodo millet? A lady threshing millet? Wow. Crazy how this becomes food. Yeah! Oh. What? How do you say this? Good evening. Yeah, bread's going great. Oh, wow. Imagine being an expert on grain phylogeny. What the heck is fescue? Ew. Teff? You had teff porridge, very thick. Oh. Oh, this one. Chloridoidae. Chloridoidae. I never know how to pronounce the EAE that so many things end. I should really learn because it's quite a common term. Quite a common collection of letters. Hello, why is you the first thing I hear? Don't worry about it. They eat what in South America? They eat what? Did I pronounce I? Is it? Chloridoidei. Is that, am I getting that right? It's E-I? E-A. You guys mean A or I? Hello. A or E, wait! A lot of debate on if quick bread like banana and pumpkin bread is actually cake or bread. It's marketed as bread, but it's structurally and ingredientially closer to cake. Ah, I'd say, dang it, come on. E? I call it core. I don't think that's gonna work. Oh my, look at all these millets. Alright, I'm done with millet. Apparently sorghum is quite popular. Whoa, look at that. Whoa, it's so hairy. Eat that hairy? Yo. Also type of plant gall. Oh no. E. Uyu. Miku. It's so scary looking. I don't like this. It disturbs me. I don't want to download it. Oh. I made a bread looking thing out of wood before. Fully inedible. That sounds about right. Now this one looks nice. From a distance, when there's a bunch of them, it's way better. Way better. Just a bunch of spider eggs. Yeah. Like the plant amaranth. Amaranth is cool. I've seen amaranth is neat. Alright, we're back on the bread page. Gluten-free bread is made from things like almonds, rice, sorghum, corn, legumes such as beans, and tubers such as cassava. I see. They don't hold their shape because they don't got that gluten. Additives such as the gums. Hydroxypropyl methyl cellulose. Cornstarch or eggs can be used. What the heck is this? Using eye drops? Okay. Did we learn something, or are we just a plant reaction channel now? That'd be so funny. You put up like your react content stream, but it's just reacting to plants instead of stupid videos. I think we've learned a few things today. Yeah. Reacts to knowledge, yeah. It would be the first. Somebody's got to have done that. Write it down. Or, here, I'll put it on me. React stream, but plants. There you go. +1 tab. No. Just +1 Discord message to myself. You'll never guess what this plant's taxonomy is like. Same clickbait thumbnails, but it's a corn stalk. Yeah. Hop muck? I hate that. Hello, the bread's pretty good. The bread's pretty good. Oh, that looks delicious. Whose bread is this? I want it. I've never eaten pumpkin or sunflower seeds. Actually, I probably have. I used to sometimes in college I would get vending machine chips, and they had these ones that were like, they had a bunch of seeds in them, and they were kind of gross, but they were really salty, and that made up for it, so I kept eating them anyway. You have a sandwich now. I don't know, can you? What am I cleaning out Discord notes? Shh, don't. No. I don't know anything about pumpernickel, I just know it exists. Sunflower bread once, it was tough and dry as heck. Wait. Tough as heck and dry. No, wait, do you mean it was like the flour was made with sunflower? Or like, I don't... Huh. Yeah, I've heard, I wanna get pumpkin seeds to try to put in my, my granola. Give that a try. But I meant to do that last time I went to the store, actually, and then I just kind of forgot them. I forgot to look for them. Oh no, it's acrylamide. Found in recent years to occur in bread, acrylamide is neurotoxic, has adverse effects on reproduction and developmental toxicity, and is carcinogenic. More than 99% of the acrylamide in bread is found in the crust. So when you were a kid and you refused to eat the crust of the bread, you were protecting yourself from acrylamides. That's your bread? Oh my god. How do you make such a yummy bread? She came by earlier today, so I just closed my eyes for a few minutes. Hey, sometimes you gotta. University of what? Only 1 hour of rising time for industrially produced bread. See, that's the thing. That's the process. It is all. It's just all the process. This is industrially produced bread is bad for you. We all knew that already. Mom's refusal to eat her pizza crust is actually healthy. What? What's the point of a pizza? Do you just mean like the edge of the crust or the whole Sounds like a place of Norse mythology. Yeah. Culinary uses. Bread pudding. What the heck is... Ew! Why does it look so... 99% of everyone who ever ate bread has died, so we should check that out. The outer ring? Oh, okay. Just still eat this, but... I'm gonna say, if she doesn't eat any of the crust, that's such a waste. Industrially produced blank is bad for you. Yeah, you could fill that in with anything. Hello, welcome in. Bread pudding is great. It's dense. It looks dense. Cooked on top, but untouched by God's warmth in the middle. Yeah, I believe that, looking at it. Bread can be toasted, yeah. Most commonly, this is so, this section, I know, like, it's Wikipedia, we have to do it, but this little bit feels like we're explaining bread to aliens. Most commonly eaten with the hands, either by itself or as a carrier for other foods. Bread and butter pudding? No. Okay, what goes into a bread pudding? Dessert? Oh. Stale bread in milk, cream, or water. Contains eggs, a form of fat. What? I wonder if there's a bread name for bread cooked in metal pans similar to Detroit style pizza. There's gotta be. Bread gloves? No, I've not seen. Wikipedia's target audience is aliens. What do you mean? Then what am I doing here? I'm not an alien. Thickened sauces? What? Who uses breadcrumbs to thicken sauces, guys? Is that a thing? It's like a semi-sweet moist cake. Oh, okay. What am I doing here? What? You thought I was an alien? That's what an alien would say. Sweet and sour bread? That sounds good. Alien short close enough? Alright, close enough. Close enough. Dun 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 dun. Alright. Anatomy of a bread. Anatomy of a bread. That's the whole image? Enhance. Oh my god. Wow, that's high res. Never mind. He only arrived on Earth a few years ago. Left wiki as an instructional manual. Breadcrumbs are an ingredient of brown sauce, another British invention. What, it's just called brown sauce? Not like that. You don't mean gravy. Use flour to thicken stews. I don't think that's what they mean. Or meatloaf per meat. I mean, they do mean. They listed meatloaf separately though, right? James Webb Telescope took this picture. Yeah, okay. Okay. We have the crust and the crumb. Let's enhance. There's a fly on it! There's a fly on it! What? Anyway, bread crust featuring fly. Bread crumb featuring not fly. I can't. This is what you do. Oh man. I hope that fly's proud of himself. Alright. Where were we? Where were we? Here we go. Crust, crumb, fly. An essential part of the anatomy of your bread. Oh my god, the Maillard reaction. Ooh, that's a good looking bread. Maillard? Is that how you're supposed to say it? I don't know. It's probably French or something. That was his first gig. Fly, watch out, that part's poison. Maillard? Dang it, it is French. Dang it. Maillard reaction. The Maillard reaction is what makes bread brown. It does say it's Maillard. Dang. The French once again. It's a chemical reaction between amino acids and reducing sugars to create melanoidins. Compounds that give brown food its distinctive flavor. Many things have this. First described in 1912 when attempting to reproduce biological protein synthesis. Right, of course. Can be slowed down with acid like vinegar. Oh, fun. My people invented this reaction to pay back generations of old ladies giving us bread. Oh, you know, yeah, cause their bread is bad. Yeah, cause you're not supposed to give ducks bread, actually. You know, that makes sense. But I thought, well, wait, we like this reaction. It's good. People enjoy it. So, well. It creates umami taste. Like in fried onions and coffee roasting. It backfired, yeah, apparently. Oh, mainly them French fries. Caramelization. Making what? Oh. I see. Oh. It reduces feed quality? Wait. Making silage, excess heat causes the Maillard reaction to occur, which reduces the amount of energy and protein available to the animals that feed on it. Then why don't they make it different? Then they should make it different. In archaeology, the Maillard process occurs when bodies are preserved in peat bogs? What? The acidic peat environment causes a tanning or browning of skin tones, can turn hair to a red or ginger tone. It's the same chemical mechanism as in the browning of food. That's crazy, that's like the same thing. I think they're saying it's need to watch out for. Yeah, but like, hold on, what's the source? Oh. We chew our meat. Yeah, but like, I don't know, you think of it as like a cooking effect. I guess acid slowly cooks the body over time. Why would peat do this? Bodies preserved in peat would be sweet, right? I don't know, man. Typically seen on Iron Age bodies, the result of interaction of anaerobic, acidic, and cold sphagnum acid on the polysaccharides. Alright. Oh, the more you know. What's that? What? Yeah, that's what a wok is. That's not what the okay. Okay. Oh, look at the steps in bread making. Ooh. Ooh. Wow, right in the ashes? I've never... They just put it right in the ashes? You gotta brush those off? How do you brush off enough of them? Do they just eat them? Never seen this before in my life. I was not gonna look up bog bodies on stream. No. No. Ash bread is great. Is it? Is it? Anyway, you mix it, you knead it, you shape it, you chuck it in the ashes. It is reborn from the ashes as a beautiful bread. Cook potatoes by stuffing them in the ash jar to fire dies. Well, yeah, but it's a potato. I mean, usually when people do that, they wrap it in like tin foil, right? The Dark Souls of bread. This part says you can add a lot of things to bread. You can also not bake it. You can make it in ways that are not baking. Oh. Okay, steamed buns always scare me a little bit because like they don't brown. Is anybody familiar with steamed buns? What are they like? Their paleness kind of scares me. You can eat the dough raw. Don't eat the dough raw. Pretty good? They're alright? They're very good. Okay. Okay. Oh. Kind of sticky? Soft. Your wood ash is perfectly clean. Well, perfectly clean and, like, good to consume are different. Different but bread they be. I mean, bread comes in many forms, many shapes and styles and ways of creation, just like people. Yes. Bread uncanny valley reaction? Yeah, I mean, kinda. Delicious. I'll take your word for it. I don't know. This feels like the kind of thing I'll never get an opportunity to eat. We'll eat charcoal. People do eat charcoal, that's true. That sounds nasty, though. Right? Or you don't eat the ash part. But, like, how do you get that? How do you get enough of it off? My question. Man, look, white flour used to be a luxury. Now whole wheat flour is a luxury. It's just carbon. You get most of it off and eat the rest. But what is the taste? Does it taste good? Would a peacock eat this? What? Oh. Okay, we have the straight dough process. A single mix process. You just put it all together. The sourdough. I think we're familiar with sourdough. You add the starter and you go. Pencil is also just carb, not a great argument. Yeah. Yes. Acceptable amount of bugs in bug-free grain. You just accept it. It's ashy. That's the best part. Oh my god. We already learned about Chorleywood. Sponge and dough process. A sponge is made and allowed to ferment, and then the sponge is added to the final dough's ingredients, creating the total formula. I don't have the right voice to make that really hit, but... Synonyms for sponge are yeast starter or yeast pre-ferment. Wait, how is this different from sourdough? The sponge is made from all fresh ingredients prior to being used in the final dough. What? Things I'd only learn about on an Avalanche stream or a strangely compelling anime about bread making process. There is an anime about that, and I ended up not liking it because they took it really off the rails. It started off really strong. Yakitate Japan started off really strong, and then it turned into like children fighting for their lives on a deserted island. In some kind of game, and I went, I missed when it was about baking. I wish it just stayed about baking, and I stopped watching. Also, class/location thing was one of the people still brought up in the white bread is for rich people mindset. Oh. Due to the nutritive aspect, it kind of is. That makes sense. Bread cannot be that serious. It is when there's an evil bread clown trying to kill you. Because you're too good at baking bread. That's what I remember it being about. Thanks for making sure we're well bred. Well, as in our knowledge of bread as well. Oh no, yeah. Then didn't record different anime over the later episodes on your VCR. No, it was on like Crunchyroll. This stream is not rewindable live. This one specifically. Most of them continue. Just because I'm showing browser. We be safe. There shouldn't be a problem, but still. But yeah, that's what happens in Yakitate Japan if you ever wondered about bread anime. Formulation. Professional bread recipes are stated using the baker's percentage notation. I've never heard of that before, but okay. Also referred to as baker's math. Guys, this is it. This is why I can't be a baker. I can't do math. I can't do baker math. Amount of flour is denoted to be 100%, and the other ingredients are expressed as a percentage of that amount by weight. Oh, that makes sense. They can't eat, that's why baker's dozen is 13. That's what you said, because the like checking it out later will be a bother. I'm sorry. I mean, this is how most VTubers operate all the time, so... Where does baker's dozen come from? That's relevant. You know what? Here, we'll open this and use that tab. Baker's dozen. I guess we'll just open dozen. Baker's dozen, okay. Devil's dozen? Why don't we call it that? That's way better. Broadest use is simply group of 13. Okay, medieval England, I don't know how to say that, bread and ale law imposed severe punishments for short measure. Bakers in contravention could be penalized with a fine, a flogging, or destruction of their oven, so avoiding the risk of penalty by including an extra unit to make sure the minimum weight was met. The 13th piece of bread is called the vantage loaf. The vantage loaf. Oh, look at that baking. Hold on, I want to see that. According to the Oxford English Dictionary, the term baker's dozen originated in the late 16th century and is apparently so called after the former practice among bakers of including a 13th loaf when selling a dozen to a retailer and an extra loaf representing the retailer's profit. I'm the vantage loaf of VTubing. Sure. We do love some bread around here. Don't like them putting sawdust in the bread to make more money. Yeah, that was... adulteration of flour was a whole thing back in the day. Lesser used regionalism is the Texas dozen, which is 15. What? What are they doing in Texas? Used for flours or baked goods. Why does Texas need a special dozen? Okay, what's this? Oh. A little gift, a little extra. The vantage loaf. Oh my god, look at that medieval baking. Look at them go. Bakers, I get to learn more about bread. Oh man, well I don't know if the Wikipedia page for bread will have things you don't already know as a baker. But that's cool. Welcome in. You cannot win, I have the vantage loaf. In years of good harvest, a baker could be making more bread than could be sold from the shop. Extra bread was sold on to middlemen or hucksters who would resell it in the streets. Since the price of bread was fixed by law, this was advantageous for both parties. Neat. The more you know. Medieval pics like that give a haunting, liminal, surreal vibe. Yeah, they do. They are scary in their own way. You can make a postcard out of it. Is there a page on... Well, hold on. If we go to, like, the history of bread, there's gotta be a part on, like, medieval flour adulteration, right? I remember I read something about that, and then we played Plague Tale, and I got really mad about the flour. Medieval Europe. When food was scarce, an all too common occurrence in medieval Europe, the trencher when served would typically be eaten with or after a meal. That's a bowl. That's a bowl. That's not bread. You tell me they eat in the bowl. I know a trencher is also a piece of bread, but... Times of abundance, trenchers would be given to the poor or fed to dogs. Not until the 15th century that trenchers made of wood replaced the bread variety. Ah, we got wood plates instead of bread plates. Price, weight, and quality of bread and beer were regulated by the assize, I don't know. Assize? Is it assize? I don't know. Of bread and ale from the 13th century. Later on, 2 further quasi-statutes were passed. This didn't clarify at all. Corn laws inflated the price of bread in the UK. Anti-Corn Law League. Oh wait, from the late 18th century to the end of the 19th century, bread sold in England and the United States was often adulterated with hazardous materials. I thought it went back further than that, but okay. Including chalk, sawdust, alum, plaster, clay, and ammonium carbonate. Frederick Ackham was the first to raise the alarm in 1820. I thought it was older than that. I mean, it probably is, right? Pronounce the size? Okay. It just sounds like a unique, annoying mob from a tower defense. Most of those things are more expensive than flour. Are they? I mean, would they have been back in that time? Because also, I think you have to consider that like they would have been more subject to like poor harvests, right? So like in a year where there was poor harvests, then like the flour price could be bad, and also just I don't know. I think there's just you have to account for a lot of variability in the availability of this stuff. Those words didn't go well together, but made the bread look whiter and keep longer. Yeah, delicious sawdust. Delicious clay bread. Yeah, sawdust seems like it'd be pretty easy to get your hands on. Treatise on Bread and Bread Making by Sylvester Graham. Oh boy. Oh wait, the Graham Cracker Man. Oh no. Watched a video about the Graham Cracker Man. He had ideas like the origins of cereal, that like his bread would make people better. And then we get to the... Oh, you know, maybe this will have more on... Not just the Chorleywood process. Better, yeah, better. Learned about this man in West of Loathing? Yeah, that kind of better. He was quite a guy. And just think, now we have... I think this was the original graham cracker. Now here we are. A Kellogg type? Yeah, he was that type. Mr. Sylvester Graham. Had some thoughts. You didn't like me calling him a freak. I see it. I saw your message. He sure is. But yeah, YouTube doesn't. YouTube tends not like that. Dun, dun, dun. Oh wow, look at that. They're palletizing bread. Wait, you can't see that at the bottom. It says that they're palletizing the bread. I can't believe that's a verb. Instead of just they're putting it in the pallet. Thanks, Germany, I guess. Look at all that bread in the back, though. Do you ever just see factories and stuff and get, like, overwhelmed by the incomprehensible amount of just stuff that we produce? That's me all the time. I get that if I just, like, go into the grocery store. I look at, like, a loaf of packaged bread, and I think of how many packages of bread there are, and I think about how many items are in the grocery store and all of the processes that have to go into producing all of them, and like insanely huge amounts of things of each of those individual things that get made, and I go, oh, that's my life. I think about that like all the time. Ooh, bread and culture. Ooh. Oh, that looks nasty. Oh, no. It's like when they have those huge stacks of items in glass bottles, feels like there's begging for something to go wrong. True. Just want people to be healthy. Well. Megalophobia. Is that what it's called? There's a word for it? Oh man, now I know. You don't think about that? I mean, all of our minds are too simple to comprehend that kind of stuff. Like that, that's like, I think a fundamental thing is like we can't really comprehend the kinds of quantities of stuff that's out there. Can use that as a threat, Palatisia. I used to stand on a bridge over a busy road and see the people going each way nonstop and think about how many of them actually need to be going somewhere. It just never stops. Yeah. Yeah. You have more in a how cool is that type way. Oh. Yeah, I'm not that kind. Cause my thing is like I think of like, wow, that's so much single-use plastic. Yikes. Like I'm in cold sweats thinking about how much bread there is in the grocery store. Yeah. Yeah, that's me. Bread is important. The word companion comes from bread. Whoa! Whoa! An indie game being made based off the premise of megalophobia, and it seemed pretty neat. Gotta find the name again. Oh, that does sound neat. I'd love to hear about it if you do find it. One of my old jobs at a machine shop. I made assembly line machines. Last project I was working on was a canning line for pet food. There's specific machines out there. Yeah, like the way if you think of like factories and how like the way things have to, there has to be so many specific things to make all of the thing. This is my friend Brett. I know this is a fun example. What a painting. Who paints this? Okay. Did do famous bread feats. True. Bread! Bread has considerable political significance. Oh, it's the corn laws again. And the size of bread and ale again. Importance of bread in medieval times setting heavy punishments for shortchanging bakers. Bread appeared in Magna Carta a half-century earlier. Oh boy. Choosing the right kind of bread is used as a social signal to let others know that the person buying expensive bread is financially secure, or the person buying whatever type of bread that the current fashions deem most healthful is a health-conscious consumer. Your bread choices tell the world about you as a person. Great. Like the painting of Jesus where everyone seems around him seems bewildered while he's just chilling. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, bread kind of is, in a way, like the ambrosia. Because I don't know, it's such a fundamental food staple that is like synonymous with civilization. Right, it's been around that long, you know? Are you judging us on our choice of breads? I mean, Wikipedia says I'm supposed to. Mrs. Beaton? Who the heck is Mrs. Beaton? English journalist, editor, and writer. Mrs. Beaton's Book of Household Management. Bread is a complete life sustainer, not for me, unfortunately. I wish it was. Bozo bread review stream, that'd be funny. It's Jane bread. Yeah. Simple, cheap, and adaptable type of food. Bread is often used as a synecdoche for food in general in some languages and dialects. Oh. That makes sense. Many variations on the basic recipe. And see, that emphasizes again how important bread be. But pan means all? I think so. Yeah, I wish I could also sustain solely off of bread. That'd be pretty sweet. Should I be writing this down? Only if you want to. Or, I mean, it's all on Wikipedia if you want to open that and check it out at any point also. If you ever need it again later. See, look at these! Look at these! Look at these! They scare me. That texture scares me. Like, I'm sure they're delicious. I'm sure they're delicious, but like... they kind of look like fat. You know what I mean? Will this be on the exam? Yes. Before bread, did they just eat wheat raw? Before bread, wheat didn't exist. Here, less than dried grains before bread, yeah. They look like bone. Yeah, they look like bones! Yeah! Oh, I'm sure they're great, though. I'm sure they're great. Oh, wow. What are all of these? Barbari. Oh, that looks good, though. Sesame or black caraway seeds on top. Oh, that looks yummy. Ooh. Oh. That one's, oh, it's got yogurt in it. Oh. What did people eat before bread? Granola. Bread looks bone. Older breads were probably much more nutrient dense than modern breads. Also more dense in sawdust and plaster of Paris. Well, yeah. That's, well. Yeah, bread is as old as civilization itself, pretty much. Pan de sal, meaning bread of salt, or salt bread, is a rounded bread usually eaten by Filipinos during breakfast. That sounds yummy. It sounds yummy. Oh. That's good looking. Those boys. Wait till you see the old-timey sailor bread. Why did it take thousands of years to invent sliced bread then? Well, we see we needed industrialization. What would you say is the best bread? Sourdough. I don't know. Hello? What was that? Was that my chair? Hello? Okay, weird. Hardtack is it really bread though? I don't know. Is hardtack bread? Maybe we'll find out. Oh man, a separate article for bread in Europe. Germany alone lays claim to over 1,300 basic varieties of bread, rolls, and pastries, as well as having the largest consumption of bread per capita in the world. Guys, hold on, I have to message roommate. We're moving to Germany. Hold on, we're moving to Germany. Can you imagine? Something that I get hung up on sometimes. More things I think about a lot is like sort of American food culture or the lack thereof, and especially like for me personally, not being raised with any kind of food culture, and then hearing about things like Germany has over 1,000 varieties of bread that they lay claim to, and I go, wow, that's so cool. That'd be great. Oh wait, garlic bread is really good. Garlic bread might be the winner. Sorry. Bread predates the wheel by like 10,000 years, and you know what? It should. as fitting. Bread is more important than the wheel. Hardtack is technically a bread, okay. It's probably also a kind of brick. Great. I haven't been to my local Texas-based Mexican bakery. I have not. That sounds fantastic. But I mean, that's still a Mexican bakery. And I mean, I don't. Maybe we there's a thing to be said about like what constitutes American culture and different countries' influences and whatnot. But also. What's stopping me from experiencing food culture? Ask the retirement home cooks to make some different. What is this today? What is this today, man? Tex-Mex is effectively new culture entirely. Yeah, that's yeah. Like I'm like agreeing with that kind of thing, right? But also saying that like that's kind of I just mean like me personally, you know, I didn't have any of that. And I think that's the case for a lot of other white Americans. It's an art ceases to be their culture. It becomes America's though. I think America has food culture. It's definitely corn and barbecue based though. Yeah, right? And it's not like, I don't know, richly historical and whatnot. More prevalently lived in the South like Texas, Georgia, or Midwest. Yeah. Yeah. But also, I mean, even being from a place, even being from a place, like, and being exposed to that, it's just not the same, you know? I don't know. What's the most exotic food I've tried? White bread. Yeah, probably. Yeah. American food culture is deep frying random stuff and making nasty meat jello, right? Like, food culture is the best. I don't think you can make a claim on that. Couldn't be so richly historical because America hasn't been around that long. Well, right. People live to 100, then America is 3 people ago. Right. And like that's a part of it too, is that like there's just America just doesn't have that history. But also like I think that, you know, if we take America being founded largely off of British or generally European influences, like I don't think that much of those food cultures carries over either, right? I don't know. I think of the stereotype of America doesn't have food culture. We Americans do have a food culture. I blame food company for this. You know, that's fair. That's fair. I think that is the thing, is that like food companies would like don't want us to have a food culture, and I'm sure like a lot of people do, but I'm I guess a victim of the food companies in that I don't have any of that. I think part of that is also just like not having much family, but that's been my experience, and it's something that I like wish I had, you know. American food culture is anything that has a food stall and roller coaster tycoon. Yeah. I think people also see what we have around them as default or nothing. Yeah, there is that too. Yeah, but I don't know. Ate snake in America? Oh. I don't know. I mean, I can picture where they sell snake. Most small restaurants have to buy from the same national provider. Really? That doesn't surprise me. Yeah, I have heard of gator nuggets too. Anyway, we were talking about bread. In France, there's been a huge decline in the baguette culture. We can't make wee baguette jokes anymore. The big fish market in Japan. Ooh, that's gonna be fun. Problem with American food culture is not a single American culture to begin with. Yeah, that's quite beautiful. Yeah, no, right, like that's part of what I meant also, is that like so much of what is like going on in American culture is like stuff from other countries, and it's not like its own distinct thing. It's this like blend of a bunch of things, but still. In the 70s, French people were consuming an average of 1 loaf of bread per day. Only a century ago, the French ate approximately 3 loaves of bread per day. This had to be small loaves of bread, what? We were reinstated. Even the French get self-conscious about it. No. Since you're so French, sound and look French, as said by chat. You're right. How do you feel about this baguette decline? It's unfortunate. It's quite sad to see. French ate 3 loaves. Okay. Today, French people only eat half a loaf of bread per day. In response to this decline, bakers have created a national campaign to get people to call at the bakery before and after work just as they used to. The campaign models the American Got Milk campaign, plastering, "Hey there, have you picked up the bread?" all over billboards and bread bags. Wow. That's certainly something. Mid-wine. It's better than no bread, but that's why I have to eat more to make up for the decline in France. No, I have to eat less bread. Well, maybe not less, but I don't have to eat more bread. The moral economy of France? The what? Way of viewing economic activity in terms of its moral rather than material aspects. The concept was developed in 1971 by British Marxist social historian and activist E.P. Thompson. Applying a sufficient amount of bread to people, the government was able to demonstrate a strong political fitness. Oh! Yeah, that sounds 18th century. Baguette vending machines? Really? That's fun. I wish that this was organized differently, because we went from the 70s to the 18th century and then... Okay. Politics in my bread? The wokes have gotten to the bread? Man... Oh, there's barms. Wait, what? That's not what I thought that was. In Spain, they have something similar to a baguette, but wider, apparently. Does it not have a name? I guess it doesn't have a name. Not the woke bread. You tell me a bread woke this economy? A bocadillo. Oh, this is just like from Pokemon. I'm so sorry. If anyone is Spanish in the chat, I'm sorry. Guilds of bakers for over 750 years. The Bakers Guild in Barcelona was founded in 1200 AD. That's so cool. Do you think that they read this Wikipedia page when they were working on Pokemon? Do you think this is how we got sandwiches? Well, politics stole my loaf. They'll never steal my heart. Bread was always woke. Woke equals waking up equals rise out of bed. Bread also rises. Wow. Is that why anti-wokes are on the paleo diet? Oh, we figured it out. Oh, man. Yeah, wait, what's politically incorrect bread? Anyway, we got the Latin America section on bread culture. We got sopaipillas. Oh! Oh, those look good! It's a fried pastry type of quick bread. It looks so yummy! Oh! Chile is the second largest consumer of bread per capita worldwide. Whoa! I wouldn't have expected that. So then it's like, it's Germany and Chile, right? Yeah. Oh! I wouldn't have thought that. Neat. It's graham crackers. Will bagel history be in here somewhere? Maybe we could, you know, I have to wonder what is the origin of the bagel? Where did it start? We could find out. We'll do that next. The bolillo roll. That's fun. It's a variation of the baguette. Bagels are Jewish, really? I didn't know that. What are those? What are those? Come on. Come on, you can load bigger. No. Ah! Oh, dang it. There we go. Oh, more scary steamed bread. It looks like a fun dish, though. I like the whole deal here. I'll take. Bagels are fun, but impractical as an inner edge gives more room for stuff to fall out of a sandwich. Sure, I've never eaten a bagel. I've never used a bagel as a sandwich, but... Thick and chewy fried bread smothered in oil. Oh! In Egypt, bread is called aish. Ancient proverb has it that life without aish is not life. True. True. Somebody should tell my dad that. North America, we got cornbread. What the heck is spoon bread? Cornmeal with or without added rice and hominy? Milk, eggs, shortening, and leavening. What? I've never heard of spoon bread before. Sourdough biscuits are traditional cowboy food. Alright. Guys, I've had San Francisco sourdough. It's really, really crazy good. It's very different and very good. I skipped bread with cheese in the dough. I did? Wait, where? These? No, that's filled with cheese. That's good. Where? I didn't see it. My previous apartment, the store had freshly baked boiled yeah, they're both, I think. It was great. My new place, they only have these sad subpar bagels I have to heat up myself in the oven. Man. Any flour other than cornmeal was considered a luxury until the 20th century. Explain the greater variety in cornbread types compared to that of wheat breads. Oh. That's American specifically. Or North American specifically. What paragraph am I the one talking about bread filled with cheese? Oh. This one? Oh! Baked cheese flavored rolls. That sounds yummy! Oh, that one's like cornbread. Brazilian cheese bread? Oh. Oh. That seems really good. With manual oven breads to get a crust and inner fluffiness you can't get store-bought. True. Who on earth would microwave a bagel? Well, if you have a pizza bagel from the freezer aisle that has the texture of what to compare it to. Leather? Leather-ish? You make Brazilian cheese bread super easy and very delicious. Oh, I might have to look this up. I might have to look into this. This sounds really good. Tapioca flour? Now that I'm unfamiliar with. It sounds really good though. I'll keep that in mind. Okay, I wanted to look at bagels. Bagel. Baguette. Bagel. A Brazilian cheese bread. Have a Brazilian store 40 minutes out and get some cheese bread from their bakery. Get their cheese bread mixed from time to time. Oh, I missed out, I guess. That sounds great. Alright, bagels are briefly boiled and then baked. They originate from the Jewish communities of Poland. Thanks, Poland. There's gonna be a tier list of breads. I wasn't planning on it. That would be fun, though. I feel like I haven't eaten enough of the breads to rank them. It would just be a visual sort of thing. Bagel-like bread known as obarzonek was common earlier in Poland, as seen in royal family accounts from 1394. Oh, that's cool looking. That's fun. It's got the twist. Oh. Let's see. Oh, non-traditional bagels. 20th century there. Oh, hey, pumpernickel. We were wondering about that. Oh, wow. It's a sweet rye bread. Oh. Made with sourdough starter and coarsely ground rye. Oh, that sounds kind of cool, actually. Sourdough rye. Thank you for cheese bread propaganda. Obwazanek, kinda. Sure. Went to Poland on a trip once, did a mini course on making that bread. That's cool. That's cool. Old Chicago-style bagels are baked with steam. Huh. Lots of different North American styles of bagel. Oh, Consumer Reports has decided what the ideal bagel is. Bagels are kind of superior to donuts. That's just me not liking sweet things too much. Well, I don't know. I feel like that's an apples and oranges thing. They don't fulfill the same purpose. Ooh, honey. Oh, wow. Yeah, donuts are, like, in form, they are quite similar, but they're very different otherwise. Circular boiled and baked bread rolls have a long and diverse history across Europe and Asia. Huh. They're mentioned in a 13th century Syrian cookbook. Wow. Toroidal baked goods. I mean, yeah, but also... Yeah, but... Oh, some evidence they may have been derived from pretzels. Made in Germany, brought by immigrants to Poland. That makes sense. That makes sense. Pretzels are made in a similar fashion. Wow, look at that pretzel. Look at this thing. What is that, almond slices? Wow. I remember one time I did a summer camp where part of it was like cooking based and we learned to make pretzels and I made like the world's ugliest pretzels. They came out okay though. Mangoes are better because cream cheese is better than 90% of donut glaze sauce frosting. You know, I'm not much of a cream cheese eater. I don't know if I've ever had like just cream cheese. I know I've had things with cream cheese in it, but I don't think I've ever just eaten cream cheese in my whole life. Kind of thing I tend to like shy away from. Missed opportunity for the trencher to not be a huge pretzel bowl. True. Oh, a spiced cream cheese spread. Speaking of cream cheese. It sounds like woke cheese. What? Okay, right. Oh, it might come from the Latin for bracelet. Oh. Or brachiola, little arms. That seems less likely. The plot has been lost. Let's go back to the bread page. Bread and culture. We were over here. Oh, we were kind of done though. Wait, but there's anti-bread movements. My dad is part of this. Wait, hold on. We'll go back to that. The ancient Egyptians used moldy bread to treat infections that arose from dirt in burn wounds. And then penicillin happened. Wow! That's just such a moldy bread for your infection. Just see a photo of your dad on the page as an example of an anti-bread movement. Amylophobia, the fear of starch. Oh, he has this. Random men on YouTube have given my dad amylophobia. That's crazy. Anyway, bread sales fell in America. Ugh. Wow. Bread market remains challenging. That's not a whole sentence. Food business news in 2013. Wait, what? This page is kind of messed up. Fine. A bread mold a day keeps the doctor away. Christmas must be awkward. I don't go home for Christmas, easy. It's still awkward though. Changing diet fashions affected the decrease in bread sales. Oh boy. Alright. Homemade bread has been deemed unsanitary. Oh boy. Used to think it was trial and error over centuries, but what if gut flora of the Egyptians made them want to rub moldy bread on serious wounds? I don't know, man. I don't know. This sounds fun. What's our source on this? Oh. Alright. Yeah. Something that okay, so on the bread page, it links to the Wikipedia cookbook on bread, which has this delightful picture of turtle and lobster breads. Drink apple cider vinegar before to reduce the sugar spike of bread. I've heard something to that effect before. Do I want to drink apple cider vinegar? No. Around the time when everyone thought they were gluten intolerant, was that later? That's probably later. That sounds like something made up by a big bread company. It does. It does. I also like this flower-shaped bread. Bread's so cool. Look at all these. There's something so pleasing about like just different shapes of bread. There's something so delightful, even aside from turtle and lobster. A tablespoon or two, not much is needed. Still. Oh wait, this isn't on large text. There we go. But I guess if you want to know how to make some bread, they have a lot. This is a very, very detailed page about it. This is a very detailed cookbook page about it. Mexican sweetbread. They make pig-shaped ones. That sounds fun. The characteristics of bread are governed by many factors. Oh boy. Ooh, cranberries. That's good bread. Don't need to manage the sugar spike from bread in most people's case. Well, yeah, many cases. Unlike mine. Cases unlike my own. Bread-shaped bread is your favorite because bread supremacy, fair. Moisture in bread sits between the starch molecules, inhibiting crystallization. Evaporation, which is accelerated by increased surface area, contributes to speedier staling. Ah. Crystallization takes place over time. The longer the bread sits out, the more it occurs, and the harder the bread gets. Ah. Breads with high moisture and/or fat will stale more slowly. Breads that undergo a long fermentation period also stale more slowly. Refrigerating also accelerates the staling process, and freezing interrupts it. Huh. Imagine crystal bread. It does sound awful. Crazy to think someone spent an afternoon writing this out and studying this stuff. I think it might have taken more than an afternoon, but yeah. Is a really stale bread into Ninja Star? Hundreds of people across the planet will collaborate to create wiki articles. Reality, one guy in Wisconsin wrote this whole page in an all-nighter. I mean, hold on. Where's the... Unstale by steaming. Does that work? Look, several people have worked on this. Page has been around since 2012. Oh. My design based on Byzantine Empire art. No, but that would be cool if it was, and thank you. It was inspired by moths and, like, gothic Lolita dresses. But I see what you mean. I do see what you mean. Look, this was made by many people. It wasn't just one guy. It was made by, what am I doing? Anyway, we were somewhere in here. Garnishing your bread. Onion. Huh. Ba-da-ba. Where were we? Oh yeah, then they have a bunch of specific recipes. Look at all these. Isn't that crazy? So it had a wood carving vibe. Ooh. Yeah, no, that word has always meant that. Nobody had to ruin that. Yeah, that's always been a bad word. But it is the word that is used, so it's the word is Wait, do they have the cheese bread here? What was it? Oh, this is recipes using bread also? Oh boy. No. No, they don't have a recipe. It's got worse. Eat and content with people defending it. Oh, okay, yeah. My favorite part of this page is the sources. There's many of them that seem very good. There's some really fun looking sources that we used for this page that I want to look at. Thought it was just a fashion style. Oh. Don't look it up. Oh. Don't look it up. Anyway, that was the cookbook page for bread. I'm curious about the fraud. Oh hey, the adulteration thing I was thinking about. Sand was used in medieval times! See, this is- why wasn't this on the other page? Why wasn't this on the other page? Learn the term through the book in middle school? You read that in middle school? Oh! Oh! Oh no. Flour fraud! Now it's just the page for flour. Does it have the fraud section? What?! Wikipedia. Somebody work on this. What's a normal age to read it? I think adult! I think adult. Yeah, sand would make for a very crunchy bread. That would not be... Baked bread with words shaped into it. Are you really liking this bread? Yes? Why don't you help our favorite streamer make some dough by liking this stream and subscribing if you want to see more? Thanks, Pac. Back in the days, witness to a long and heated argument over... Roman bakers used to stamp bread so that you knew it was a real bread. That's fun. I'm sure that's something that's happened in a lot of like baking guild sort of situations. Friend gave you her copy, said this book is messed up, read it. Wow. What a friend. Okay. Oh, okay. Croutons! Croutons are yummy. Not much of a salad eater. Oh yeah, the Pompeii bread. I don't know if that has a wiki page. I'd have to find it. Whoa! Look at how smooth that bread is. Look at that. Look at that surface of that bread. Wow. Do I want to make a bread recipe? Buy a recipe book on the link in the description. That's right, yeah! You could use the bookshop link to find yourself a bread recipe book. Alright, I was looking up Pompeii bread. That's not what I asked for. That's not what I asked for. How about this? Is this close enough? Oh, this is an artist rendering. Oh, this is on a wall? This is a wall painting of bread. Close. And also figs that looks like garlic. This part of the stream was brought to you by what? The not Roman bread for not true Romans. Is this the Pom Pizza? Yeah. The bread's been analyzed as a sourdough type His recipe has been recreated? Really? We've baked the Pompeii bread. Oh, it's a YouTube video. Dang it. Well, there's a video on how to make 2,000-year-old bread. You can go watch how to do that. Commission fan art of bread. True. I mean, they've been doing it for a long time, so. Petrified wood. No, of course, yeah. The rise of yeast. Haha. How the sugar fungus shaped civilization. That's fun. Money, Ohio? Money, Ohio? No. Wait. Hold up. Professor of Botany and Western Program Director at Miami University in Oxford, Money, Ohio. What? What? Go there and buy an authentic replica loaf to eat as you walk among the ashes of what was once a city. Wow! Wow! Yeah, I don't... what? Somebody wrote their citation wrong. Oh, ooh, retail trade in the late Republic in the Principate. That sounds fun. Diet and nutrition in the Roman... Ooh. Do you think he insists everyone uses the full title? Probably, yeah. Huh. Oh, the bread proved, like, whose house it was in. Oh. That's cool. Ah. Right-clicked on accident. Oh, the bread had string tied around it to make it easier to carry. Neat. You could go see the bread in Naples. You could visit it. Have a nice bread off to dream of dough. Have wonderful bread dreams. I'm thinking it's about time to call our bread adventure here. These ones gotta be a little shorter for voice preservation. Plus I feel like we've learned a lot about bread. I don't know what else to pursue in terms of bread learning. I think we've learned a lot today. Need to carry bread around with me. Yeah, of course. Just Neapolitan pizza bread. I mean, I guess pizza dough, pizza crust is bread, right? So, yeah. What about non-rising bread? Unleavened bread? Yeah. Unleavened. It's quite common. Oh. What a pattern that has. Suggestion for the next stream: cheese. Well, this topic was voted for between bread, toads, and what's it called? Wiki Voyage, which is like a subsidiary part of Wikipedia. So who knows? Maybe I could put cheese on the poll at some point. New bread emote with the knowledge. I don't know how to incorporate this knowledge into an emote. Anyway, these are unleavened breads. They have no raising agents. Here's a bunch of variety. This page is a little bit sparse. Oh, this is the ash bread. Ember tortilla. Oh. Ah. This is a Norwegian flatbread with potato. Australian colonial bread? Huh. Baked in the coals of a campfire. Oh. Bread, but it's 2% more Roman. Oh, man. Cheese architecture. What will the next learning stream have in store? It could be anything. You will never know. Until we do. Until it happens. Yeah, the unleavened bread page is a little bit sparse. Not bread with sprinkles. Oh. 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 Make cake. Just make cake. At that point. I don't know. Oh, my kids' birthday parties. Oh. Okay. No, rye bread, multi-grain bread. Well, they're on the list of breads. They have anpan. There's the barm cake again. Cover some butter bread with hundreds and thousands. Guess I'll never know. As you can see, there are many, many breads here. Bam cake win? I don't know, that sounds like a lot of sugar. We got breadsticks. We got broa, which is a cornbread apparently. Fun bread fact. Subway bread, yes. I feel like if I had a nickel for every time somebody brought up the Subway cake in chat, I'd have a lot of nickels at this point. If I had a nickel for every time somebody brought up the Subway cake or the I was crazy once meme, I'd have so many nickels. It's okay. I'm just... Somebody said it earlier this stream too, so... Sometimes I snap. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you were the victim. What the heck is up with the shape of this guy? Italy, explain. This scares me. Unfamiliar? Well, the Subway bread is legally considered cake because it has too much sugar in it. There you go. In apparently Ireland. Legally classified as litter in the UK due to pigeons making a mess on the trains after eating it. Well, I did not know that one. There you go. Bam scary unsubscribe. You're the one who said to subscribe earlier. Man. That's cool. It's got a pattern on it. This says it's mostly rye flour. They keep fresh for a very long time due to their lack of water. It's considered a poor man's diet. But we still don't sacrifice making it look nice. You don't subscribe without subscribing first. That's true. I'm sorry, what is this called? It's a German sweetbread. Oh, it's a dumpling. It's a dessert dumpling. Huh. Dumb bread, don't call it that. Don't call it that. No. No. Oh, sometimes it has coconut in it. Egg it? What? Egg waffle. What are some of these breads? What are some of these breads? dumb bread. What is that? Oh, Thai crepes. Or crispy pancakes. Sure. They resemble tacos. Oh. But they're sweet. They put meringue in them. Oh. Oh. Whoa, look at those. Oh. These are Icelandic Christmas breads with cool patterns. That's lovely. That's so neat. Ha 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 ha. No. Ooh, these are fun. Oh, that picture's less fun. This picture's way more fun. Tomato paste and olive oil. That sounds great. Lye roll. Yeah, the lye roll. Immersed in lye before baking. Though baking soda or washing soda may be substituted. It's more generalized form of a pretzel. That's how pretzels are made. That's how they make pretzels. Wow, look at all the seeds on that. Got poppy seeds. Wow. Thought it was soaked in it. Oh. Oh, it's heart-shaped. Oh, a pen brioche. It's like a brioche. But not? What's the best bread seed? I don't know. I don't think I've ever had any of those on bread, actually. Except maybe sesame, because that's on hamburger buns. And I'm sure I consumed that at some point as a child. I've never had poppy seeds, and I don't even know what caraway seeds are. So, there you go. Many rye bread puns in this stream. Is that a... It's a crocodile! It's a crocodile sweetbread that they use in weddings. Well, that's not delightful. Never had poppy seed bagel, nope. Ooh, that's cool looking. The sheermal? Saffron flavored. Ooh. Don't laugh like that again. I just had a reverse ASMR. What? What? Oh, that's a good classic sourdough. Beautiful sourdough. Love sourdough. What is this image? What is this image? Yeah, saffron, that does sound like it'd be expensive. Oh, that's pretty. I love a plated bread. I was gonna say braided, but a plated is apparently the term we want to use. Oh, this is another Christmas bread. Man, they do Christmas better elsewhere. Another one. Oh, but this time it says braided. What's the truth? I know they're the same thing, but... Whenever ASMR video comes up with someone tapping their nails on things, have the reverse reaction. I want to throw my phone across the room to get away from me. Oh yeah, no, I have that. I have the same thing. I think the thing is, I think that's the I think it's the reaction you're supposed to have. It's just really unpleasant to some people. I think it's like the same feeling that people who enjoy it are getting. It's just that some people, like myself, hate it. And some people like it. I mean, just like when on holiday you see something cool and want to photograph it, but family members insist on leaning into the frame to get a person in it. Yeah, I'm very familiar with this experience. Anyway, this crispy sweetbread, it's baked twice. That explains the name. That would explain the name. Neat. Well, that's types of breads. That's bread. Bread revised. Here's some more places where you can learn about bread. So okay, well, you don't gotta, like, people are allowed to enjoy what they enjoy. I mean, I don't know, a lot of people like ASMR, leave them alone. Don't gotta be like that. Where the 1300 German breads, you gotta go to Germany to get them. Sometimes people, it's a great realization to know that sometimes people dislike something you like, not because they don't see what you see in it, but because they see exactly what you see. Yeah, sure. I thought twice baked bread was called toast. Well, sometimes it's also just called twice baked, but in German. I hope you guys enjoyed bread. What are we doing tomorrow? Tomorrow's cross-stitching. It's a very non-gaming week this week. We had this today. We're cross-stitching tomorrow. We're doing art on Friday. Very, very light on the gaming this week. But I hope that is still enjoyable. I need a snack now. I'm gonna go get that and get back to work. Get back to model drawing. Bread is the best game, true. True indeed. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed bread. I hope this was a fun time. I hope you learned something. And I hope you have a good rest of the day or night or whatever it is where you are. And I hope to see ya next time. Bye bye.